Hello, beautiful people. It's Trina. Am I in focus? I hope so because I'm blind as a bat and my lighting equipment's not available at the moment, so I'm doing some impromptu stuff. I hope it's okay. I just came back from Okinawa. Well, a couple of days ago. I was at work today, but I was there on a conference, but I did have time to get out and about and experience all the sensory attributes of the neighbor down south. Beautiful place, but very hot. I mean, it's October and I was sweating hot like it was 2 months ago and here in southern Kyushu. So didn't like that so much, but I'm sure like by the third day I was there, actually the humidity did dissipate a bit. So overall it was okay, but that first day, ooh. Anyway, in addition to sharing some fragrances that I picked up, I also want to take you on a bit of a vlog experience. I went north of Naha to Katsuren. It's an old castle ruin up on the hill, on the uglier part of Okinawa, I'll say that. The tourists mostly go to the other side. There's more industry on this side, as you'll see in the drive. But I wanted to try out my new camera, this little DG Osmos 3 pocket thing. Look at that, it slips up like that. Well, you're just seeing a triple here, but it has a gimbal attached to it, so I thought that would be really cool because then I can walk and talk and not worry about the camera shaking. But I ended up putting down the sound for a lot of it because I was huffing and puffing as we were going up the hill. So we'll share that in a while. But first, I'll share with you some fragrances of sorts. The first one is a fragrance. It's a small size but a little pricey. It's from a company local to Okinawa called Uru. And Uru, there's 3 fragrances. I got the green bottle. So this one is extremely bright because of the Kabuchi citrus. Very bright and sharp in a very soft and sweet way. And then it's smothered in this jasmine floral, but it's at the floral's at the base, which is good. That sort of just softens it out. Very refreshing for summer. I'm very happy I have this little guy here. Yeah. Oh, very refreshing, great for summer. A simple scent. There's only really 2 notes. Might be some other things in there to mix it up. It's got some herbal elements too, but nothing complicated. Just very simple, beautiful smell that I will definitely wear to cut some heat in the hot weather. Okay, and this is the little booklet that came with the perfume, and this is geared for tourists, I would say, because there's, you know, introduction to Okinawa in general in here, and, you know, the culture, performing arts, and fragrance. So Okinawa is rich with various spices and herbs unique to a southern climate, with the Gettoh or shell ginger being one of the most famous, and I'll talk about that later. The islands are blessed with fragrant tropical fruits like mangoes and pineapples as well. And even on such a small island like Okinawa, there are over 30 varieties of citrus fruits. And where I live too, there are a lot, like uncountable. Geez, there might be more where I live of citrus fruits. And among those is the Kabuchi, a local citrus fruit that can be traced back to the Ryukyu Kingdom era. The Kabuchi has a deep citrus scent that is uniquely vibrant and is an irreplaceable fragrance or natural fragrance that is brought to life in Uru, this perfume, or this perfume brand, I should say. So I've got the one that's mixed with, Jasmine? And then you can also get ones that are mixed with mint, which is not my cup of tea. One more that's mixed with water lily, which is also not my cup of tea. So I think I got the best of the 3. This is the 3-pack. Yeah, if you want to zoom in on that, you can find more information. Next, I got a couple of essential oils. Now this is some Kabuchi 100% pure essential oil that I also decided to pick up. It's from the same company, and which is very expensive, I might add. But it does smell unique and obviously citrus. So you smell it and you think, oh yeah, it's citrus, but it is different. They all have their own unique spin on things. This one's really nice. It's very earthy. Yeah, you can really tell that this is the main note used in this perfume here, but this is a lot more herbal and straight out of the bottle. It's not as sweet or as bright, it's more herbal. Oh yeah, here comes the fruit, yeah. Oh, I just want to bite into it. So yummy, really nice. Now, I mentioned earlier there was another fragrance that's probably more famous than the Kabuchi citrus fruit, and that's this one called Gettoh, which is shell ginger. Never heard of it before. This one is a lot more herbal. It's more for aromatherapy purposes rather than, I guess, the fragrant, perfume. This is not put into the perfume, but this one is. This one is a lot more expensive as well. I kind of bought it on the fly without sniffing it. Probably I wouldn't have purchased it because it was a little pricey, but I'm going to put it in my humidifier. And actually both of these, probably this one here in the box, I'm going to start making candles, see if I'm any good at it, because candles I've been spending a lot of money on recently. Love them, but they are pricey. So why not make my own? Yeah, how do I compare this? This compared to the former one, this is definitely fruitier. This is definitely got a more herbal feeling to it. And it's really difficult to describe. It's definitely a citrus note, but you feel that there's some medicinal quality. This is not something I'd put on my person or in a candle or perfume or anything like that. I'd put that maybe in my humidifier in my room or something when I'm sleeping at night. And then this one here, possibly I could use in candles and whatnot. Or again, for the same reason, just to, gently burn the oil. Oh, lovely. But both of these, I'll be honest, all three of these products, the two oils and this, not cheap at all. In fact, this one was the most expensive of all of the three of them. So if I had smelled this before, I'm not sure if I would have purchased it because I like the other one better. Now, SuiSavon is another Okinawan company that I was interested in checking out down there, the little time I had free after the conference. But I don't know, I checked them out, saw their products, and they're really nice. They make fragrance soap with the local fragrances, as some of them you can see here. But they were just too expensive. Let me show you this little booklet here. They've got a whole bunch of different products here, but their main gig is this soap. They sell homemade soap. Nothing, too original in there. But my goodness, the price. Okay, so let me show you. These little cube things were going in the airport. They're just little tiny cubes, and the whole set was going for like 5,000 yen or more, which to me was just a bit silly. I'd rather spend money on essential oil. So I opted out of those, despite them smelling absolutely lovely. SuiSavon. A couple of other aromatic goodies I had to bring home with me. One was hibiscus tea. This one had mango flavor to it. So I could not help myself. Love the Okinawan design on this. And I also picked up, I didn't pick it up, but we drank a lot while we were there in the evening. And Orion is the local brand of beer. And of course, they also make their own chuhai. So this is the Shikuwasa fruit. In English, I think it's called the citrus depressa, which sounds depressing. But it's a really flavorful citrus that I just love. And this one is muto. So there's no sugar in this, and I don't recommend it. You need the sugar. Now, interesting, I talked to the locals, and they seem to think that this fruit is not used for making anything scented or aromatic. It's used a lot in cooking and, of course, drinks, but these other two here are mostly used for the aroma properties of them. So, which is too bad, because this one, oh wow, it's such a unique, it's more like a lime, I think, than anything else. I would say it's closer to a lime than any other citrus fruit. But again, they're all so unique, wonderful, very subtle flavor differences. And I think most people, when they think of a Japanese citrus fruit, they're going to think of yuzu. And this smells different than yuzu, definitely. I think maybe because they put so much sugar in things like this, it's sweeter. But without the sugar, I'm not quite sure. But delicious in any case. Shikuwasa. Next time with sugar. At the airport, I also found some regular brand name perfumes on sale. Not in the duty free because it's kokunai, like a domestic airport. But I did find a new fragrance by Moschino. You know how I like those 3 bears? Well, actually, I only like 2 of them from Moschino. The boy toy, the black one, that's my favorite. The second one is the bubblegum, the pink one. The third one, the white one, nah, I don't like it. And this one, I didn't care for this one either. Thankfully, I can still smell it. Yeah, this is Boy Toy Pearl, which was apparently released in 2023, announced to me. It's created by perfumer Domitille Michelin-Bertier. She thought of a lemon sorbet when thinking about this one. Yeah, sunshine and oregano in here too. It's got some jasmine and freesia in it. And sort of it's very sunny, very not tropical, but you know, Italian vacation sort of vibes to it. And there's a cypress note in here too, some musk. Let me check the notes for sure. That must be down here. Okay, here. Top notes, I'm looking at my screen. They've got lemon sorbet as a note. Lemon, salt, and oregano at the top. Oregano, yes. Jasmine, sand. Sand is a note. I guess it's minerally and warm. And freesia, yes. Vetiver, cypress, and musk. Okay, musk at the base. Yeah, it's nice. It does have a mineral quality to it, and I think pearl is a good name for it actually. But I don't know, it's not my vibe. It's got that marine mineral thing in it. It's doing its thing, and the thing is not the thing for me. I prefer that peppery rose. What can I say? But it's not. I'd say it's. Yeah, it's the third best out of the four. I can't put it any higher because I love bubblegum and I love the black pepper in the first place from the Boy Toy. But, you know, I've said this before. I think that this perfume range is good value for money, except for the white bottle. The stuff in the black bottle, if you like pepper and rose, it's such good value for money. Much better value than this little thing, let me tell you. This is lovely. But this is a souvenir, you know? Since we're talking about somewhat random smells today, and I did hint a bit earlier on at some point about my interest in making candles, at the moment I'm enjoying this candle called Norn by Smells Like Spells. Don't know where they're out of, but they have a very Scandinavian concept to them, and this smells fantastic. Like, I don't know what I'm smelling, but it's bloody good. Oh, Norn is the one. And then in the same room, conflicting smell. This one here, hold on a minute. Oh, this is a more mass-produced type of candle from a company. I think the whole thing is made in China. Huge, huge. I think it's 550 grams of scent here. This is roast coffee from a company called M&Sense. And I Googled them after, and there's probably some. This is probably not the healthiest candle because it is cheaper, unless it's just mass produced, but the cheaper ones tend to have nasty things like paraffin wax in them, you know, or something like that. But in any case, they both smell absolutely gorgeous. But of course, if I had to choose between the two, I'd say this one is beautiful. Oh, yes, yes, yes. And one more thing. Just finished our conference in Okinawa, and a friend of mine are driving north of Naha to enjoy the rest of a beautiful day.
Oh, here comes the train.
Oh.
This is Urasoe Park and the big festival going on, which is why it's so crowded here.
Right. What's that architecture to the right here?
That's a museum. Never been.
Oh, hello, Papa.
So sweet like a lemonade. Took time making you the Minute Maid. We can do something new, let me innovate. We can take it slow like we iterate. So sweet like a lemonade. Took time making you the Minute Maid. We can do something new, let me innovate. Take it slow like we iterate. Thought I could run away. Your smile made me wanna stay. Come with me, we can make a way. Give me time, let me demonstrate. Want you over, want you closer. Let me love you like I'm supposed to. Any struggle, make it over. Just remember what I told you.
So what are these structures here?
They seem to be some kind of oil stations. I don't know.
So sweet like a lemonade. Took time making you the Minute Maid. We can do something new, let me innovate. We can take it slow like we iterate. So sweet like a lemonade. We can do something new, let me innovate. Took time take it slow like we in the rain.
So there are several places.
Hi, こちらで以上ですね。
ありがとうございます。
はい、ありがとうございます。
はい、じゃあね。バイバイ。
There are a few viewpoints. The main ones are like way up there.
Anyhow, my lovelies, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll get back to you soon. I have a couple of other new fragrances here. Plenty of other fragrances that have been in my collection for a while that I have to talk about as well. Generic fragrances, another cheapy, super cheapy brand that kind of, I wouldn't say blew me away, but surprised me in a pleasant way. This one here, this black one, I was surprised. And then I blind bought this one. That was a mistake though, so we'll talk about that later. Okay, Scent Gourmand signing out. Bye-bye. Mwah.